We got our butt kicked by a good ETSU team, a team that was more physical than us. I thought they were the more physical team, and I thought that's why we got our butt kicked.
Coach, going into the game about trying to limit, their offensive rebounds, and they have 15. I know you guys did well in that capacity. Was that disappointing?
Yeah, of course, it's always disappointing statistically, but I actually don't think the game came down to that. I think anytime a lot of those offensive rebounds came when we had to pick our pressure up defending, we had to extend the court even further, and you're doing things like that, you're out of rebounding position. But when the game was in the balance, I didn't think, particularly in the first half, that rebounding was the factor. What I thought was the factor is their ability to score in the last 10 seconds of the shot clock, last 5 seconds of the shot clock. I thought that was really a big deal. That's how it felt, and before I watched the tape, that's how it felt. Late shots, and to me, that's a part of being a physical offensive team. Yeah, they made some really tough shots, and they made some jump shots, but you give them credit. They're a good team. I knew that coming in, how good a team this was. But their ability to consistently do that, and their game plan was to try and keep us out of the paint. We were trying to get to the paint. Obviously, we didn't shoot the ball very well at 5 for 30 from 3, and we didn't convert on our free throws. They shoot 95%. But all that being said, I just thought they kicked our butt. They were a more physical team, and that's very frustrating.
So you didn't see the floor till late. Was that a matchup thing with their personnel, your personnel?
I play guys based on how I think they practice. And I didn't think Sear practiced as well as he had been. And so I thought Val had really practiced well. And so Val got those minutes. And I'll continue to do that.
What do you think went wrong on the defensive end tonight for you guys?
I thought they made some shots early that, for example, they go 5 of 8. And I give them credit. 2 guys that aren't three-point shooters, statistically. Peterson and Boyd. They're more downhill guys. The emphasis was to keep them out of the paint, and those 2 guys go 5 of 8 from 3 in the first half. And I give them credit. They stepped up and they made shots. Those 2 guys in the first half made as many threes as we made for the game. And so I thought that really it uplifts the team. If we flip it, if we have guys that aren't shooters and all of a sudden they're banging threes. Boyd had made 5 threes coming in on the season, and he makes, 2 in the first half, including the first shot of the game, skip, and he hits in the left corner. So I thought that got going. And, again, I say this. I feel like when I watch the tape, I'm going to see a lot of good defense in terms of, but I don't think we finished possessions well. So to answer your long answer to your question, I don't think we finished possessions. We fouled late in the clock. We gave up jump shots late in the clock, some tough ones. Some really tough shots all the way till the end of the game. Peterson makes that incredible layup late in the game. So it was happening. And when we did foul, they made their free throws. 22 of 23, 95%. I give them credit. They were a tougher team like that.
Ezra obviously does a lot of good things, draws 9 fouls tonight, but 5 turnovers, how frustrating is that? It seems like at times they come at big points in the game too.
We drew up an out-of-bounds play coming out of timeout, and I think we had a layup out of the play, and we dropped the ball out of bounds. And I know that's part of it, but we spent a lot of time the last 2 days talking about how they were going to be reaching and attacking and trapping in the post. A lot of time. To the point where we talked to our guys, they believe they are going to turn you over, and we gave specific numbers. And it kind of came to fruition tonight, unfortunately. No, the only thing I know they were doing, and I could watching tape, this is who they are as a team, but you could hear it. You're down there on the court, you can hear the emphasis for them was to obviously keep us out of the paint. Heavy gap, get in there and strip at the ball, force us to shoot the ball from the perimeter. It was very clear that was the emphasis. I'm not going to sit there and, we shot 33s. We're not going to sit there and take 40 or 53s. That's not who we are as a team. If we had that kind of team, we would do that. But their emphasis was to keep us out of the paint. I thought they did a good job when the ball got in those gaps, got into there. They got down and they got the ball and they came up with those, which is what deep gap teams do, and they did that. And anytime you don't shoot at a high percentage, we shoot 34%. We obviously struggle from behind the line. We struggled from the free throw line tonight. turnovers really hurt you. You give up possessions when you're not scoring at a high rate. But I'll tell you, I did not see that coming based on how our guys prepared, how they prepared the last 2 days, how they prepared today, the focus they had, the effort that I know they had, the effort they had tonight. I didn't see that. I knew we were playing a really good team. It has nothing to do with that. But as far as us struggling in the areas we struggled, I didn't see that happening based on – and as coaches, you always try and figure out how did the shoot-around go? How was practice yesterday? How was the practice 2 days ago? How was it 3 days ago, coming off of a 9-day break? Last time we played was December 20th. And based on the focus and effort the guys have given, I was very excited about the game and what we would see tonight, regardless of what the result was. And it just did not happen anywhere where I saw that coming.
What's the team's main focus heading into conference play?
We got to go back and watch this, and we got to reset, and we're playing one of the best teams in the country.
Quentin tonight out. What's his stats, right? And Viola as well.
I don't know. I wish I knew.
Anything else?
Thank you, guys. Happy New Year.